Deep in Mexico's dense jungle lies an Aztec temple that's captured imaginations worldwide. With golden artifacts, mysterious death traps, and connections to Emperor Montezuma himself, this discovery might be the greatest archaeological find of our time. In 1984, Juan Martinez was tending to his cornfield when the ground suddenly gave way beneath his feet. What seemed like a simple farming accident turned into one of history's most amazing discoveries. As Juan tumbled down, he found himself in a hidden chamber filled with golden statues, jade masks, and walls covered in bright Aztec paintings. At first, he thought he'd stumbled into an old storage cave, but this was just the tip of the iceberg. The local authorities quickly learned about Juan's discovery, and within days, archaeologists from Mexico City arrived at the site. They confirmed this wasn't just any temple. It was a special religious building from Emperor Montezuma's time, perfectly preserved thanks to being sealed off for hundreds of years. The temple had stayed hidden from looters and treasure hunters, keeping its secrets safe until Juan's lucky fall. The temple walls tell an amazing story through their colorful paintings and symbols. These aren't just pretty decorations. They're actually messages left by Aztec priests hundreds of years ago. The symbols show important religious ceremonies, star patterns, and even recipes for medicine. One of the most exciting finds was a detailed map that points to other hidden temples in the area. The archaeologists were shocked to find that the ancient Aztecs used a clever color code system: blue for water locations, green for farming spots, and red for sacred places. What's really cool is that some of these symbols match up perfectly with other Aztec writings we've found in history books from Spanish explorers. It's like finding the missing piece of a puzzle that historians have been trying to solve for centuries. The temple's most amazing feature is its complex system of hidden rooms and passages. The Aztec builders created chambers that could only be entered in a specific order, using smart design tricks like slanted floors and precisely fitted stone blocks. In the main vault, they built shelves that lined up perfectly with the sun during special ceremonies. They even made a drainage system that kept the treasures dry during rainy seasons. When archaeologists tested the rooms, they found that the temperature stays steady all year round, perfect for keeping gold and jade artifacts safe. The builders also added fake walls and empty rooms to trick anyone trying to steal the treasures. These smart building techniques show us that Aztec engineers were way more advanced than many people thought. They weren't just good at building, they were masters at protecting their most valuable treasures. Let's talk about the dark side of this amazing discovery. Shortly after the temple was found, 3 treasure hunters ignored the warnings and snuck in at night. Within months, each met a strange end. The first got terribly sick after touching a golden mask, the second disappeared in the temple's maze-like corridors, and the third experienced weird nightmares before moving away and never returning. While scientists say these events were probably caused by ancient bacteria, toxic metals in the artifacts, and the temple's confusing layout, local people believe it's the temple protecting itself. The deaths led to new safety rules for everyone working at the site. Now, archaeologists wear protective gear and carefully clean each artifact they find. These stories remind us why it's so important to respect ancient sites and leave the exploring to trained professionals. The evidence linking this temple to Emperor Montezuma's closest advisors is fascinating. The temple's location matches old Spanish records describing where Montezuma's trusted priests lived and worked. Inside, archaeologists found royal seals, special symbols that only Montezuma's top officials could use. The temple's size and fancy decorations also show it wasn't just any religious building. Most exciting are the personal items discovered: fancy jewelry marked with Montezuma's family symbol, special ceremonial tools used only in royal rituals, and pottery with names of known royal advisors. Written records found in the temple mention meetings with the emperor himself, painting a picture of an important place where Montezuma's inner circle made big decisions about running the empire. The temple's design isn't random, it's a sophisticated ancient calendar and map rolled into one. The main corridor points directly at the sunrise during summer solstice, while side chambers line up with important stars. But here's where it gets really interesting. These alignments create a pattern that leads to something bigger. Scientists noticed that shadow lines from different openings meet at one specific spot during certain times of the year. Using modern mapping tools, they found these lines point to a large underground space that hasn't been explored yet. This could be the main treasury where the Aztecs kept their most valuable items. Ancient texts mention a huge royal vault, and the temple's layout suggests we've only scratched the surface of what's hidden below. The temple's inner chambers revealed some unsettling but fascinating details about Aztec religious practices. Archaeologists found special stone altars covered in gold, where priests would present offerings to their gods. They discovered containers filled with ancient incense, precious stones, and carefully preserved remains of ritual offerings. While movies often show Aztec sacrifices as purely violent, the evidence here tells a more complex story. Most offerings were actually foods, flowers, and valuable items, though some chambers did show signs of animal sacrifices. The most remarkable find was a golden chest containing perfectly preserved quetzal feathers, considered more valuable than gold in Aztec times. These discoveries help us better understand how the Aztecs connected with their gods through both simple gifts and grand ceremonies. One of the temple's most exciting finds was a damaged but readable Aztec book, or codex, that seems to point to hidden treasure locations. The book uses red dots and lines to mark specific spots in the jungle, with golden circles that likely represent treasure chambers. While part of the map was destroyed by water damage, the readable sections match up with actual caves and ruins in the area. Mexican archaeologists have already found small golden items in 2 of the marked locations, suggesting the map is authentic. The really interesting part is that the biggest marked location, shown with 3 golden circles, hasn't been found yet. According to the codex's symbols, this spot could hold the main royal treasury, where Montezuma's advisors stored massive amounts of gold and precious stones. Let's see how modern science is helping us peek into this ancient temple's secrets. Using advanced 3D scanning technology, researchers created a detailed digital map of the entire structure, including areas too dangerous to explore in person. These scans revealed something amazing: at least 12 hidden chambers that no one knew existed. The technology works by sending millions of laser points through the temple walls, creating a precise picture of hollow spaces inside. In one of these newly found rooms, the scan shows what looks like rows of carefully arranged objects, possibly a storage area for precious items. The scans also spotted a network of narrow tunnels connecting these chambers, suggesting the Aztecs built a smart system for moving around the temple without being seen. With each passing day, archaeologists face mounting pressure to uncover the temple's remaining treasures. Modern looters, equipped with advanced tools and underground connections, pose a serious threat to this historical site. The team has already spotted signs of nighttime activity and attempted break-ins around the temple grounds. Local police now patrol the area 24/7, but protecting such a large site in dense jungle isn't easy. The archaeologists are working double shifts, carefully documenting each chamber before any artifacts can be stolen. They're using everything from motion sensors to satellite monitoring to guard the site. But it's not just about protecting gold and jewels. Every stolen artifact erases a piece of Aztec history that we can never get back. The team estimates they have about 18 months to properly excavate the remaining chambers before the risk becomes too high. Thanks for joining this amazing journey through one of archaeology's greatest discoveries. There's still so much to uncover about this mysterious temple. If you enjoyed learning these secrets, hit like, subscribe, and share to join our next historical adventure.